So when I was pulling the transmission out before, I didn't have the clutch or the flywheel installed, so it was pretty easy to drop straight out. When I did that, I realized that the added thickness of the clutch and the flywheel would mean that we would have to add an access patch or panel type deal so that when we came up with it, it could go straight in and put the splines right in where it needed to go. Also, while we were doing that, we found some rust in the footwell, so we were just going at it all at once, fix the rust and add this access panel, which kind of did the trick. Everything went in perfectly up and in like it needed to fit with the clutch and the flywheel on there. Now the transmission's in the car, getting ready to install the brakes, do all the plumbing for the brakes. We've got the proportioning valve right here, and the Wilwood brake system is going to be going on with the 6-pot calipers. You also see a lot of wiring hanging out. We got a Haltech system going in. Tuned by Sean is here doing all that kind of stuff, and making it compatible with the factory body harness right now as well. Yeah, brakes, a little bit of coolant plumbing left, and wiring and plumbing for the brakes as well, and we're pretty much ready to get this thing started. So, all right, so like we mentioned before, we're going to be using a full Wilwood Spec 37 brake system for the Volvo here. It uses a billet rotor hat, a 6-pot caliper, and then these big old pads right here. So kind of start by assembling the pads with the caliper itself. It's kind of an off-car system like that. Then you drop the rotor on and use these shims, these provided shim washer type deals to make sure everything's real happy with each other. So we'll show you how that goes on. All right, so this is the original throttle for the Volvo. It is a throttle by cable, which is not going to work with our setup. We have a throttle by wire on the intake manifold. So what I had to do was adapt a Bosch pedal to the OEM firewall, and this is what I did, is just built a little bracket here that utilizes some of the same positions as the old pedal to mount to the firewall, and then the new pedal mounts to our new stud system just like that. So it was up underneath the dash. Okay, so after that, we had to do a little bit of a modification to make all of our Cortex front suspension and steering system work on this car. For starters, the rack itself was on a couple of pins that it would slide over, and they kind of locked it in place. What we ended up doing was cutting those off, making sleeves, and running long bolts so that the rack itself can drop out. To add to that, with some of the lines and everything, we had to scallop and gouge our pan just a little bit, which did take away a little bit of capacity, but we have added a really big oil cooler, so we're not really down any capacity with that kind of thing. The sump still sits where it's supposed to sit, and it'll pick up oil just fine. But with this setup, now the rack can actually drop out, the pan can come out, everything's happy, it's not going to fight itself, not going to have any issues. We also had to relocate one of the rack lines to the back side. There was an existing nipple that just ran right into the bottom of the pan. We capped that, drilled a new hole in the body, and then added a different line so that everything is happy there as well. That makes its way around to the back and doesn't fight with anything, and now everything can kind of install like it's supposed to. Alright, so we ended up remaking the transmission crossmember for a couple of different reasons. Mainly because the first one we made was an iteration of about 3 different ones combined, and ultimately it just didn't look that good. It was kind of a Frankenstein setup, so we just kind of went through and redid the whole thing, one cohesive piece. Also, we needed a little bit better bracing for the torque arm section right here. It wasn't that good, so Derek went through on CAD and designed everything and cut everything on the table, and then gave it to me, and I assembled it, and I'm about ready to weld this thing together. All right, so looking at this thing, we have about, I would say roughly about 90% of the hard parts are on the car now. I mean, all the hardline plumbing is done, the brakes are on, the torque arm is on for the diff and the transmission. Transmission's fully installed, clutch is in, we've got water in this thing, we've got oil in this thing, the wiring is about 95% done. We have a couple like small things left to do. Interior's ready to go back in basically, and man, yeah, I mean, we're really coming down to it. So next episode will likely be first startup and dyno, and then we may make a special appearance somewhere. So yeah, stay tuned.